Innovation has the power to change the world, but for some it came at the ultimate price. Throughout history, brave inventors have pushed the boundaries of human ingenuity, only to fall victim to the very creations they dreamed would shape a better future. Today we uncover the tragic stories of inventors who were killed by their own inventions. Tales of brilliance, risk, and unintended consequences that remind us of the thin line between progress and peril. Thomas Andrews Jr. was a British businessman and shipbuilder who was managing director and head of the drafting department of the shipbuilding company Harland and Wolff in Belfast, Ireland. He was the naval architect in charge of the plans for the ocean liner Titanic and perished along with more than 1,500 people when the ship sank on her maiden voyage. At 11:40 p.m., Titanic struck an iceberg on the ship's starboard side. Eleanor Casimir may have been the first witness to see Andrews after the collision and said that he assured everybody that we were absolutely safe and that the Titanic was absolutely unsinkable. He said that she could break in 3 separate and distinct parts and that each part would stay afloat indefinitely. Andrews may have felt the collision and immediately went out on deck to investigate for himself, moving forward along a deck. He may have seen the iceberg as it faded in the distance astern. Albert and Vera Dick saw Andrews, who said that he was going below to investigate. He knew the ship as no one else did, and that he might be able to allay the fear of the passengers. Captain Cowper Phipps. Coles CB was an English naval captain with the Royal Navy. Coles was also an inventor. In 1859, he was the first to patent a design for a revolving gun turret. Upon appealing for public support, his turrets were installed on HMS Prince Albert and HMS Royal Sovereign. Coles died in a maritime accident in 1870 when HMS Captain, an experimental warship built to his designs, capsized and sank with him on board. Aurel Vlaicu was a Romanian engineer, inventor, airplane constructor, and early pilot. He died on September 13, 1913, near Kempena on the outskirts of Bănești Commune, crashing his now-aged A. Vlaicu Jr. II, while attempting to be the first to fly across the Carpathian Mountains. He was expected to participate in the Astra festivities in Orestiei, near Bincinci. Percy Sinclair Pilcher was a British inventor and pioneer aviator who was his country's foremost experimenter in unpowered flight near the end of the 19th century. After corresponding with Otto Lilienthal, Pilcher had considerable success with developing hang gliders. In 1895, he made repeated flights in the Bat, and in 1896 to 1897, many flights in the Hawk culminated in a world distance record. William Nelson was an American inventor and an employee of General Electric in Schenectady, New York. On the afternoon of October 3, 1903, in New York State, Nelson tested a new motorized bicycle he had invented. While trying out the motor bicycle on a hill opposite the home of his father-in-law, William H. Sterling, Nelson fell from the machine and was instantly killed at the age of 24.